Hey guys, Dan Seaman here, founder of the 7-Figure Clinic program. The video you're about to watch is every single Friday in our community of hundreds of medical professionals. Basically, we ask them what questions you have around marketing, sales, business growth. And these were 2 questions that one of our clients posed, and they are amazing questions. So sit back, relax, enjoy the video. Give me 30 seconds. Got to make sure I'm live. Unfortunately, I can't use my phone for that. Little snippet really quick, guys. I posted that I was not going, or I deleted all of my social media off of my phone for the rest of the month of February. And it has been super killer in the sense of just taking my time back. I'm going to give a quick update on that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to respond to these questions that I'm going to be doing every single Friday, is asking, what is your number one question about ads, sales, business in general? I want to answer some questions every single week. Stephanie Dye had 2 amazing questions. And if anyone has any additional questions, please post them in the live video here below. 2 things I want to talk about. Beautiful new setup. Did this myself. As you can see, this is a pen mark because I had no idea where the hell I was putting this. Wanted to make sure it fit okay. So I have pen marks here, over there, some down here. So we got to eventually clean that up. But something I do enjoy doing every now and then is just working with my hands. So with that said, the second thing I want to do is show you something that is absolutely fucking wild. It's wild to me, just for the pure fact that I use basically social media day in, day out, always on my phone, using it for work in different places, using Slack on my phone, using all sorts of crazy crap. But with that said, I'm 6 days into this, and I'm gonna see if you can see that. So my average daily on my phone time is 3 and 25 minutes, 3 hours, 25 minutes. It's down 51% from last week already. So to put that in perspective, I was using my phone about 7 hours a day on average. So getting rid of social media, which a big portion of that social, as you could see, was 16 hours right here. So I'm basically taking back half a week of work. I can't really get that to, there we go. So it says 16 hours and like 48 minutes. So 17 hours, let's say. So that's about a half a week of work on social, on your phone. I promise you, look at some of these stats on your phone. If you have an iPhone, it tracks all that for you. It's freaking wild when you start looking at some of those data points of how you spend your time. So much of us say, we don't have time, we don't have time. It's because honestly, we're stuck on these stupid things more than ever. So it's taking back that time. I basically, from that, took back 17 hours back into my life to do other stuff, which is kind of wild if you want to think about it that way. Like, spend 17 hours on your phone doing social media, and then you limit yourself to only be allowed to log into it when you're on your computer, which is probably, I don't know, on my computer probably 10 hours a day, but you're working on other crap, so you don't have time to really check social media. And for the most part, there's nothing really good going on social media, guys. So take that into perspective, food for thought, do with it as you please. Just wanted to put that in some perspective really quick. But that's been kind of eye-opening, even just the first 4 or 5 days into this journey, and I got 12 more days of no social on my phone. And depending on how much I get done this month, I might just never do that again, or keep it off my phone forever. So every Friday, boys and girls, gentlemen, I am going to be going asking a question, and then on Wednesdays like this, we're going to be doing a quick live, probably 5-10 minutes, answering the questions. If there's more questions, I'll do it longer. If there's less questions, I'll do it shorter. Straightforward. So the first 2 questions, though, were from Stephanie Dye. The first one Stephanie asked, I'm going to tag Stephanie in this video so she knows I responded. What are the most successful ads/offers across the board for chiro offices? I'm going to tie in chiro, PT, and pain management all into one kind of bubble, because we have some acus, we have some massage therapists in this group, and I believe those offers are very similar. They're not the same. They're very similar across the board of what works in each office. And the front end for a lot of you guys and gals can be the same. It's the back end that might change a little bit. However, your front end offer to get someone in the doors can be the same. For instance, just because my business is different than other agencies or whatever it may be, they can use still a same thing that we do typically as a trial offer to get people in the doors. And then basically they could then sell them into their service, right? And it doesn't matter if it's my business, your business, or whatever it is. It's very, very similar. So I'll dive into that in just a moment. I'll also provide a couple resources for that, just because I think that's in huge perspective. If you're going to go down this marketing and sales route, there's 1 to 2 people outside of us, of course, that you want to focus on in the sense of what they have to provide and offer and think about, because I'm going to give you some really OG marketers, the Dan Ogilvy's, the Dan Kennedy, or Dave Ogilvy, Dan Ogilvy, whatever the hell his name is, Dan Kennedy's of the world, Russell Brunson's of the world. I'm going to provide you some of those resources, because I think if you go on that enlightenment path on yourself, you're going to see similarities to what I say. But I also want you to do it because you're going to be, it's going to help my cause of helping you guys. Because at the end of the day, you pay me to be real with y'all. You pay Colin, Chelsea, Christine, everyone on the 7-figure clinic team, Vertson, Dr. Z, to be real with you guys, not to be nice. And I had a long talk yesterday with Andrew Vertson on this exact subject. And the only reason is Vertson's only maybe 2 years older than me, so he has some more experience. But at the end of the day, it's because y'all pay us to be honest and send you in the right directions, not to always be nice. And sometimes I want outside voices also helping our cause, because I think if we get as many voices in people's heads that say the same thing, you might listen to it in a different sense, but it's going to help the business overall. So I'm going to provide some resources that way. The next one is, what ways can you answer objections that allows patients having their aha moment? I guess leading them in their own realizations to the answers to their own hesitancy. Fucking fantastic fucking question, Stephanie, because I actually wrote a post that I was going to make yesterday. However, I didn't have social media on my phone, and I typed it on my phone in my notes app, and I never copied it over onto my computer. So with that said, I'm going to share the post that I wrote up, frankly, because I think it's a fantastic post. And I'm actually going to copy this, throw it into a Google Doc really quick. Just open up my docs, Google Docs. There's a way I could separate this note. No, give me 2 seconds. Go to Docs. All right. So I'm gonna do this tip really quick of the aha moment, because I think this is great. This was gonna be my post for Tip Tuesday. Use analogies whenever possible and if they make sense. So for instance, I'm going to talk about the story really quick of Eric Broadworth. Eric hopped on a call with me last week, and Eric goes, hey, I have this CrossFit gym guy who is hesitant about coming in. I know it's not really a money thing. I just don't think he sees the value in what we do. And it's like, okay, cool. So it's not a money thing. He just doesn't see the value. How do we get across the value to this person? Little backstory, Eric Broadworth is a cash-based physiotherapy clinic who basically focuses on athletes, right? So with their focus being on athletes, with their focus being on those specific subjects, he needs to drive a story that makes sense to them. So this specific person goes to a CrossFit gym. And I asked Eric, I go, why doesn't he go to Planet Fitness? And that's the question, right? So why does someone go to your clinic, not the run-of-the-mill PT clinic or chiro clinic or whatever it is? It's because you specialize in a certain something. If you're focused with athletes and you know that athlete goes to a high-end gym, high-end could be Orange Theory. It could be, and I only consider this high-end because I think $100 a month plus for a gym membership is honestly like expensive, because you could go to Planet Fitness and you could get the same exact workout in. So I'm going to consider those anything $100 plus is high-end, even though it's really not. At the end of the day, your high-end gyms would be your whatever clubs, the clubs downtown Chicago that are like $300, $400 a month. But anyway, for this purpose, $100 plus. So I go, Eric, when he comes in, ask him why he goes to a CrossFit gym and not Planet Fitness. And then he's gonna go, well, it's because I go to a CrossFit gym because that's what I focus on. And the guy who's like, exactly, and Eric goes, exactly. You could go to the PT clinic down the street, and that's fine. They accept your insurance and so on. However, they're gonna have, just like Planet Fitness, they're not gonna be specialized in a specific type of something, right? Whatever that is. However, here we're gonna focus on getting you back to what you like doing, which is CrossFit, right? You had a shoulder problem, whatever. And it's that, making that comparison and that analogy. I think using analogies is fantastic. Another analogy that I use when explaining to everybody, and I did this yesterday with someone, was we were talking about targeting on Facebook. I drew a circle and I was like, think about targeting as a piece of pie, right? And every single time that piece of pie, if it's an apple pie, not all the apples are assorted equally, meaning grandma made some pieces of pie that just did not look good or did not have as many apples. I'm going to use this, right? Also love drawing examples. If you could ever just draw someone for somebody, they understand it a lot better. So grandma made an apple pie, nice big circle like this. Can I grab just that? Yes, I can. So grandma's apple pie is split into, let's just do 4 pieces for the sake of time. Into 4 different pieces, okay? Piece over here, ton of apples, piece over here, couple apples, piece over here, no apples, piece over here, no apples, right? So when you're targeting on Facebook, it's like a piece of pie. Sometimes the piece of pie you grab has no apples. It's not good. It's a bad piece of pie. But when you change your targeting, all of a sudden you might get some apples, or all of a sudden you might get all the apples, right? So think about targeting on Facebook that way. When you target different segments, objectives, different segments of the population, whatever it is, it's going to be a different slice of pie. So putting it into that perspective makes a lot more sense to most people. So think about it that way. So when you're targeting on Facebook, think of a piece of pie. When you're talking to a client who wants to go to the run-of-the-mill clinic versus your clinic, you could put them in a perspective that makes sense to them. Using a Planet Fitness versus CrossFit example, using all sorts of different just examples or analogies to drive your point home. Sweet. Next question Stephanie had, what are the most successful ads offers across the board for chiros? So this book right here, buy this book. It's in the portal. I tell people to buy it. There's links to it, all that stuff. It's Amazon links. There's not even an affiliate link attached to it. So I don't even make money when you buy this book. I could use Amazon affiliates if I wanted to, but I'd rather you just have this book than me making 10 cents every time you buy this book off of Amazon itself. So buy this book. This is a Dan Kennedy book, direct marketing. Look for the red big line. Just look up no BS, direct marketing, big red line. That's the one you want. So in this book, Dan Kennedy talks about more specifically offers. He talks about all sorts of stuff, but he does talk about offers on page 18. So Dan gives an example of what are high-end offers or high threshold offers and what are low threshold offers, okay? And for example, a high threshold offer, even for this, he considers for chiropractors a free exam. Okay, chiropractor, free exam, high threshold. The reason why is because then someone has to walk through your doors, right? So that's a lot of buy-in. They have to go through your doors. So it has to be a really, really, really tight process. So offers that work well, I'm not saying don't do free exams or don't do paid exams as your front end. I like all that. But how do you make it such a win-win that somebody comes in and you basically are getting that instant like pop or instant win? And what I mean by that is the quicker you get someone to some sort of win, the more bought in they're going to be for you. So an offer that I think always works well is initial consult, relief session, whatever it is, at a low end, and then focus on the sales process on the back end. At the end of the day, marketing is not sales and sales is not marketing. If you try to make the offer do all of the work, then it's never going to work. So what you need to focus on is an offer that is unique. So for instance, if you're a chiro clinic, I think unique offers could be anything with lasers involved. Those are different, unique, all those things, right? Other things that I saw, just to answer your question directly, Stephanie, neuropathy has been doing really, really well for one of our clinics. We changed up a ton of their shit. focused on neuropathy, and it's doing well. They're getting leads right, left. And then now they're focusing on the sales process. Excuse me. So think about it that way. Get this book. You'll come up with all sorts of offers. The database of offers, I would typically say, just be work, frankly. You can make them unique, make them be a win in some instance. Think about things like that, and you'll come up with a good offer. An outline of a good offer is something that I don't have the other book on me. I was hoping I would. An outline of a good offer is something that is easy to obtain, doesn't have a lot to be easy to obtain and a quick win. Put it that way. That makes a good offer. What can we give them that's a win? How easy can we make it obtainable to somebody? And that creates a good offer. For instance, that's why we do trials, things like that. It's the same way we practice what we preach. We preach to everybody. Make it simple for someone to do business with your business, and you will win. The harder you make it for someone to do business with your business, the harder it will be to grow and scale, because you're focusing too much on you're focusing too much on the offer being the sale, when the offer is nothing more than a way to open up a door of communication to your business, right? Marketing is a communication tool. It's not a sales tool. It is a means to a sale, but is not the end to the sale. So think about it that way. And I think it'll change perspective for a lot of people when it comes to it. So think about offers as something where, how easy can someone obtain this thing? How easy can someone do business with me? If it's super difficult to do business with me, what then can I do to make it simpler? What can I do to make it unique? And how easy can I just get it in their hands? That's why Dan Kennedy's gonna, if you read the book, he's gonna talk about a bunch of free reports. He's done that for years. I think free reports are great if you do them on the side. Just easy to get info into people's hands. Once again, free report is super low threshold. Basically, they're just opting in. You're sending them a piece of document with a Google Drive link to look at the thing. And if you like it, awesome. If you don't, awesome. But it's low end, low ask, things along that nature. But I always say, it's like, how easy can someone do business with your business? And then for your sales question, Stephanie, analogies give people aha moments at the end of the day. So everyone, enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. Fucking crush it. We are over halfway through February, and month 2 of 2022 is almost to a wrap, guys. Kind of fucking wild to think about. So anyway, enjoy the rest of your day. Crush it, kill it. Let's keep moving forward. Awesome, guys. Hope you enjoyed that video. We're going to be launching more videos just like that every single week here on the Dan Tiemann / 7-Figure Clinic YouTube channel. So stay tuned for it. Click the subscribe button below. Also, go ahead and click the links in the description if you want to work with our team on how to ultimately grow your clinic and help you scale this year. Thanks, guys.